If you're born on the 7th, the 16th, or the 25th, or if you have a Lifepath 7, you are wise beyond your years. These people are observant. A lot of them are introverted, quiet. They tend to listen more than they speak to themselves. And even the ones that are not antisocial, they do prefer their own company more than they prefer to be with their friends or hang out with their family. And this is for the 7s that are not antisocial. But most 7s actually are antisocial. And the reason why 7s have the absolute worst social skills out of all of the numbers is because, for one, they spend most of their time in solitude and in silence. And so they hate loud noises, and people irritate them very easily. They prefer their own company above all. Another reason why these people have horrible social skills is because the number 7 values truth above all. This is a number that subscribes to facts over feelings. They don't care how the truth makes them feel. They just want to know the truth. But most people value their feelings over facts. Another thing about the 7 is that they're emotionally detached from the external world. Although they feel things very deeply, they're very sensitive and very emotional, the 7's emotions is attached to their own thoughts. They're emotionally attached to their own inner world. And so because they're not emotionally attached to the material plane, the 7 is able to develop a perspective that is non-biased on the world. And so usually when they're talking, they are just spitting straight information. The 7 talks out of truth, logic, and information, and reasoning. This is not a number that's going to appeal to your emotions or appeal to your feelings. They're never going to tell you what you want to hear. They're going to always tell you the truth. They don't value small talk. They don't care about small talk, and a lot of them don't even know how to small talk. So they're always going to tell you the straight up truth. And so 7s tend to hurt a lot of people's feelings, and because they're not emotionally attached to other people and they feel their own emotions, a lot of the time the 7 doesn't know they're hurting your feelings. The only way a 7 knows that they're going to hurt someone's feelings is if someone tells them or if they know that person. But if they don't know you, more than likely they're going to hurt your feelings. And this is just because they're just honest. They're just real. And because 7s have all these traits, this is the reason why they're called the loner or the mystic. Because these are people that spend a considerable amount of time in solitude developing their own mind and developing their intuition. Because the 7 is such a reflective number, because their mind is so absorptive of information, because they pick up on so many different things, they pick up on so many patterns, and they're able to connect all these dots, the 7s need to have a powerful intuition so they can have a strong sense of direction. When your mind is that active and you have a craving for knowledge that is that strong as the 7s, you're going to need intuition so that you can be guided into a sense of direction so that you can know what your purpose is. The 7 is a very unmotivated number. They have a strong desire to know, but their knowledge has to have meaning. It has to give them a sense of purpose. And the only way the 7 is going to find their purpose is by spending time alone and being by themselves. This is the only way you're going to be able to develop your intuition. Once you develop your intuition, it's going to guide you into all the knowledge that you need to fulfill your purpose. And because the 7 is not a materialistic number, y'all are not motivated by anything materialistic. Y'all have an ability to make limitless amounts of money, but what you're doing has to give you a sense of purpose. And all the material things that come with that are just going to be what come with it. And so as a 7, you have to allow your purpose to provide for you, because nothing else is going to motivate you. Now, if you'd like to learn more about numerology, just click the link in my profile bio and read my book, Supreme Mathematics. Or if you'd like a personal reading, just book a session. And you can also find that in the link in my profile bio.